What is going on, everybody? It is finally time. There are no more restrictions. We are finally here to read the manga of Harayasuhisa's Kingdom. Awesome sauce, dude. It's been way too long, man. And I've been able to, subside my urge thanks to the anime that's been airing the Legendary Coalition saga. But nothing compares to the manga, man. And every time that I wanted to come on here and read the manga, it was always wait one more week, wait another week, wait another week. And finally, this week, I received like 50 messages like, yo, you good? You good? I'm like, all right, coach. I'm good. I'm ready. We're going to go up in like some more. So this is part 1 of my Kingdom catch-up. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but it doesn't matter because we're finally back on the Kingdom Awesome Sauce, man. Y'all have no idea, dude. For those of you who have been weekly readers or you just recently caught up, whatever the case may be, I left off in chapter 627. The last image that I have of Harayasuhisa's kingdom is Shin cleaving Hoken in two. So, like, my peak, my high for kingdom has been all the way up here for the past several months, alright? And right now, I can no longer hold it in. You feel me? I can't hold it in any longer. So let's get right into it, man. Volume 58, chapter 628, entitled The Embers of Life. And it looks like we're starting off in a flashback sequence here. Try now. Oh, I can walk. I can walk again. My leg's all better now. All done, Cho-san. Wow, I can spin it. Master Ho, look at it go. And more, any more, and I'll fly right off. What an incredible husband and wife. Aye, like envoys from the heavens. I shudder to think that things would be like now if those two hadn't arrived and saved us from that plague half a year ago. Even now, people from other settlements flock to us after hearing of their curious healing techniques, and yet they continue to provide treatment with a smile. It's all thanks to Master and Madam Ho staying here that this area has been filled with such liveliness. Those two are truly a blessing. It's not 2 anymore, Elder. It's 3 now. Oh, me and my memory. That's right, it's 3 now, isn't it? A child born between these two. I'm sure that boy will grow into a fine lad and do great things. Of course. And then right here. It's like, bro, anytime that I see the wings, bro, look at the way this panel is structured. I mean, my man's legit looks like he's a Final Fantasy final villain. I mean, legit like a final boss. He looks like he has wings growing from the back. And that massive glaive. My man is rocking, his hair's flying in the air. You feel me? So, like, Hoken always just has, like, that presence to him of, like, Final Flaggers, but can you be any more menacing, coach? I know your nickname is the Bushi. I know you call yourself the martial god, but for the love of all that is flaggers, can you be any more menacing? If this man was a JoJo character, he'd have that one menacing thing constantly popping up, like whenever Dio shows up. Like Flagnar's Hoken, dude. And we see him come down, and he brings down the glaive upon them, and he slaughters every last one of them, dude. What a sicko. Ken. We see this child gets taken by Hoken. Or was that child Hoken himself? Because it was saying Ken. So was this person somebody else? Is this somebody that, like, Hoken took after? And here we see Hoken. Any victorious Shin, bro. Y'all, listen, I talked about this in the last reaction, right? At least I think I did, man, because it's been so long. I have reread that Battle of Sai portion more times than I can possibly count. But specifically, I have read chapter 350. I think more times than I have read, I dare say, any other chapter in Kingdom. And it's up there as one of my most reread chapters in all of manga. That chapter is a cinematic masterpiece. But above that, it is a chapter because I'm somebody that really appreciates rivalries in manga, and this was a quote-unquote type of rivalry thanks to, like, the stakes that were put on hand. And even though Hoken almost always had the upper advantage, it was set as that obstacle that Shin really needed to go over, right? And a lot of things led towards that, like Oki dying to him, of course, Dukyo dying to him, and Shin carrying both of their wills and of course he even inherited his glaive here. But there's just something about that chapter that always drawed me back and always made me come back and always made me appreciate, you know, the relationship between these two characters. So when I saw them, you know, building up to this rematch of this entire arc, I was just losing my mind. I was like, bro, whenever we see this rematch, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be something absolutely insane, and it was. That was chapter 625. I think that's the chapter with when it ends with Shin, and then all the people that died behind him. Like, he's carrying the weight of all of the individuals, just like Oki told him, like, you're gonna have to carry that weight of a general. And you see him carrying all of the burdens of all those individuals that have died on this journey. That is one of my favorite panels in the entire series, man. And so just to build up the way the fight has gone so far, the fact that this man was bodying Kyokai. Kyokai was putting in damage, dog. Kyokai was tanning all over the place and putting in damage. You know, he messed with his unit, he messed with his girl, and now it's time to go 1v1. And Shin managed to cleave him in two, dude. The tragic path of the man who offered everything to martial might. And right here we see a slain Hoken before Shin, the GOAT. And here we see everybody shook, as they should be. I've been shook for months, man. Shin did it. Shin has slain Hoken. You see everybody just crying, bro. You know, you can't blame them, dog. You know, after Oki, this has been the thing. This has been the one thing that has been, you know, burdening Shin for so long. And then Hyo died. And then they, like, doubled that. You feel me? Karyo Ten, Shin. And, you know, Ten, I recall that she was going through these, her and Kyokai were going through these little phases. They were like, man, I need to make it towards Shin because it looked like something is happening over there. Like, I need to be there for him. And it's such a beautiful moment. Like, no matter what's going down over there, whether my man is winning or my man is losing, I gotta be there for him, dog. I gotta be there as a pillar of support. And at the end of the day, I think that is what Hara was trying to showcase us with that battle with Shin and Hoken. Showcasing that Hoken was doing a lot of this by himself. And being by yourself can only take you so far. And I know it's a common theme and it's a common trope that is used in a lot of different pieces of media. But I feel like in this series it works so special because we know that Shin could have been that very same way. You know, Shin could have easily, after Hyo died, could have gone on a path by himself. But upon that path, you know, he found Sei, he found Ten, he found Kyokai, he found his unit. And through that, he was able to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's something that's not just being forced upon us, it's something that we grew and appreciated and learned to that Shin truly depends on these other characters. Which is why his speeches always hit really, really hard because, you know, they're coming from the soul. He knows what true loneliness is like. He does not want to go back to that. He wants to keep his family here together. Which is why Shosa's death hit so hard, man. But I think that's what Hara was trying to go with in that fight right there, man. Between Hoken and Shin. Shin, Lieutenant Sosui, Bihei-san, you know Bihei has to be feeling this, dude. Finally, Hoken is the same Hoken who not even General Oki or Duke Hyo could beat. But now Shin has. Shin did it. Hoken has been slain by our Shin. Our Shin, dude. The sound of their cheering would spread instantly outwards like a ring, reaching even Osen's position on the opposite side. Something about Shin of the right wing, having slain Hoken of the three great heavens, and you know Moten and Ohun have to be like, Lagnards, dude. That's like slaying a Yonko, dude. Here we see Riboku. Riboku, who is, you know, this has always been his trap card, man. This has always been the one thing he would play. Like Flagnards, this is the dude that that if anything goes wrong, I have this man. You feel me? I have borne witness to your conclusion. Your final moments, Hoken. Sir. Yo, this man Shin is not moving, bro. He's got to be either unconscious or so near death that he's just completely out of it. But after what we just witnessed, I wouldn't be surprised if it's both combined. Sir, we should leave now. Sir, if Hoken-sama fought to transcend mankind as a way of saving it, then does this defeat prove that humans will always be humans, just as you said? Oh, what an interesting question, Kane. Does that mean there can be no salvation for mankind after all? That's right. Or at the very least, it is impossible right now through Hoken's methods. Through Hoken-sama's methods? Do you mean there is another man, one who lies to the west, who makes bold claims of another such method? The King of Chin. Eisei! The West, baby! to unite these lands through strength of arms, for the sake of ushering in a new world without war. And now the tables have turned, and it falls to us to refute their claim. And to that end, Zhao cannot allow herself to be defeated. Koha, give the word for a full-scale retreat. The linchpin of this war was and still is the siege at Gyo. Though it would have been desirable to vanquish Osun's army that came to block us, we still have greatly thinned out their numbers. Is that Conky over there just chilling? To weaken them here at Chukai Plains is more than enough. Urboku-sama is leaving. The officers have been notified of the strategy for withdrawing. Tell them to immediately disengage and make their way south. We go to relieve Gyo. Yes, sir. And they immediately head out, man, because one cannot just sit there and mourn / think about what has just taken place, especially in Riboku's situation, who was taking complete control of this army. You know, once something like that happens, you need to immediately have the next, plan B and ready to go up in the next swimwear. Save the celebration for after. Riboku's making a run for it. The last mighty obstacle in our way has fallen. All that's left is to push in, and Riboku's head is ours. You're not getting away, Riboku. At this moment, the Chin right wing, or rather the Hishin unit, were in a better position than anyone else to pursue Riboku. However, something was wrong. Captain, you can use my horse. She didn't get hurt much and can still run fine. Can you still ride, Shin? You don't even need to fight anymore. Just tagging along is fine. Of course, you can sit back here and take it easy too. You've earned it. Bro, you gotta understand, man. Your Shin is out of it, bro. Sir, are you okay? Captain? Shin. What's up with Shin? It's been blown out. All gone. For so long, he used it all up. Shin, the embers of his life have been blown out. There's no way in the Flagnards. Get out of here. There ain't no way my boy's dead. Don't try the future great general like that, coach. The embers of a man's life can't be gone, dog. Chapter 629. Let's get it. Riboku has escaped. Denrimi, Riboku has deployed all his forces to defend against our attack. It's like, man, it's so stupid, right? So there's no way this man Shin could possibly be dead, but seeing Kyokai say it in those words, it legit was starting to bring tears to my eyes, bro. Hara gotta chill, dog. Riboku has deployed all his forces to defend against our attack. Due to that, there are no elements he can call upon to cover his retreat. I have already dispatched numerous small divisions to loop around behind Riboku. And I love how they were trying to play it off like Shin was about to die in the same way as Oki's standing. His head shall be theirs for the taking. And even assuming Riboku did reserve some soldiers to allow him to escape. The sizable force of a right wing is in the perfect position to pursue and crush them. Reserves and all in one fell swoop. While I do have reservations with giving such an honor to an outsider like the Hishin unit, given the circumstances. Shin. Denrimi. Get to the right wing now. Yes, sir. The Hishin unit isn't moving. What's the meaning of this? Why do you not pursue Riboku, Hishin unit? The silent Hishin unit. The chapter is titled Shin's Dream. You see everybody holding Shin. And this is the premonition that Ten was having earlier, man. Shin, wake up. Shin, come on. Quit messing around here. Shin, Dono. Shin, hey, Shin. Stop it here. You're shaking him too much. Yeah, for real, dog. Like, if my man is unconscious, you can't shake him around. No, it's the opposite move. All he needs is a good smack and wake right back up. Cut it out, Dene. Let me go. There's no way. There's no way now Shin can be dead. For real, dog. There is absolutely no way in the Flagnards. Shin. Shin, come on. Wake up already. Shin. His heart isn't beating. He's already gone cold. So cold. So what are you trying to say, Sugen? He's already dead. Shin is dead. There's no way. I would never accept such a thing, bro. I would never accept such a thing, dude. That's BS. Soft, thunk. What's going on? Why's the Hishin unit just sitting there? Riboku's gonna get away. It seems the Captain Shin has fallen. What? Even so, for the whole unit to be frozen. Don't they understand the situation? What are the lieutenants doing? Lucian and the whole unit becomes paralyzed. For good and bad, that's just the sort of unit they are. No use putting our hopes in something that won't move. We just have to take Roboku's head ourselves so we can enjoy the glory too. Damn, I can't get any farther. Shit. It gotta be a mistake. How could the captain be dead? But everyone said, hey, Ra, they can't be true. How could he die? So I must have had it wrong. Move, let me pass. Get off the horse and use the gap title, son. Shin. Shin, Captain, Shin. Shin, come on, you must wake up. Wake up already. That's enough, Dene. You're the ones who were giving up on him already. Quit messing around, Shin. Get up. This ain't like you, dog. If you die, then what are we gonna do? What good is the Heishin unit without you? Shin, Karyuten. She kneels before him, bro, because she's like mother of flag, Narzak. Dene's right, you know. If you don't wake up soon, then everything will be over. Whether it's the Heishin unit or your dream, you've worked so hard to get this far, put in so much, and during that everyone's always had your back. And so many friends have died, and so many sad things have happened. But even then everyone loved you. Which is why they all put their lives on the line to make your dream come true. To see it happen together with you. That's why you have to wake up, Shin. Yeah. Damn, dog, that's a shoot, bro. Relax. Y'all gotta relax with this talking, dude. I mean, you haven't even made it yet, have you? Weren't you supposed to become a great general of the heavens, Shin? That's what I'm stressing, dog. That's what I'm stressing. I don't want this. No, wake up. Don't die, Shin. Shin, don't leave me behind. Please wake up, Shin. Captain, Shin, Captain, bro, they gotta relax, dog. And Yoji starts pounding on my man's chest. Shin, Shin. Move aside, Karyuten. I can't do this anymore, bro. The gap between heaven and earth, bro, this junk is legit getting to me, dog. You gotta stop, dude. Actually, my boy is dead. Move aside, Karyuten. Yo, Kyokai, man, my man's wife, bro. This is the only way. This is the only way. Give me some room. I can still help him. May the embers of the light light thy way. I mean, these are definitely the embers of life. This is what I call a title page right here, Skip. Yo, man, this will bring any man back to life. Why did you let Roboku escape, Heishin unit? Wait, Adjutant. Something is. Captain, don't tell me. Over there, there's a clump of people over there. Okay, you can say you can help him, but Shin's already dead. Bro, y'all gotta stop saying this, dog. Shin's dead, he's gone. Shut up, you'll distract me. Of course, bro, because Kyokai herself has gone through the situation. Kyokai herself has gone through death and come back. In the Kyokai Revenge Saga, she literally went through death and came back, dude. She understands this, man. She knows. What are you gonna do, Kyokai? The history of our Shiyu tribe stretches back 1,000 years, and though I can't recall them too clearly, there are still several taboo techniques that have been passed down, such as a method to share one's life force with another. Can that bring Shin back to life? I don't know. I've never used it before, and I can't even remember how that chant goes. I'll have to do it while trying to remember at the same time. There's no other choice. I'm fairly sure the technique involved opening our chi pathways and connecting them together. Bro, and y'all are already connected, man. Y'all have been together for so long, you pretty much already shared the same body. Now they just do it. And the order to do it in was in the form of song. Come on, remember, I'm sure I was taught it. I have to remember for Shin. A flashback. The mind's eye goes inside. One color. No, the mind's hand inside these settling amongst silver currents, anchored by mountain ties foundation. When color is lost, the eyes shall see 2 gates of crimson. Or see, pass through the first gate, then await the second to open from within. Shuni, why are you still trying? Or why are you sitting here trying to pull off some super dangerous stunt? It's dangerous. You told us to never ever use it. Remember, Granny? It's all a lie anyway. You'll just go nuts if you try it. The only reason they even taught us it was because it's part of the laws or something. A lie? Yep. A way to bring someone back to life? As if something like that would actually exist. No, and then she remembers that, bro. It's like the ultimate denial of Flagnards. What's wrong, Kyokai? That which has died can never be brought back. Bro, y'all gotta shut up, dude. My boy ain't dead. A technique that can reverse death does not exist. Kyokai, you've done enough. Shut up! Kyokai, that can't be true. I'm sure of it, that technique that he taught us. Come on, let's go, Kai. Okay, but if it's all fake, then why bother passing it down for so long? Who knows? And you forget that nonsense, a terrible fate that will befall any who attempt to use it. What's this? Joni lied to me. Because if I were ever to use it, something terrible would happen to me. But what could possibly be worse than this? Pass through the first gate, unlock the closed second gate with your mind's eye. Next stretches a bridge of white. That is the bridge of primordial Pangu. Chio's Fly Wang Shi Shun Shi Tiang Feng. Kings of the morrow. Earth chilled by a rain of light. Heaven to earth, earth to heaven. The secret of yin and yang. The feather fairy and earth fairy sway in song. Body turns to dust, blood turns to dust. Yo, look at Yoga. Life is made of blossoms of life. Life is nothing but light. Good. We're connected, I think. I'm going in. If you see a change, start calling out to Shin. Yo, Kyokai, dog, I don't want you to die, dog. Kyokai. What did she say? Something about if there's a change, so we should start calling out to Shin. What does that mean? Kyokai enters the consciousness. Yeah, this feels like an Evangelion episode. Where is this? There's nothing here. No sign of Shin. That isn't Shin. Her sister! You Ren! Why does she know? It might look like her, but I'm not getting the same sensation. You stand at the gate, at the gateway that lies in the gap between heaven and earth. All who wish to pass must pay the toll, and the only coin accepted here is your lifespan. Lifespan? How many years will you offer up? That is for you to decide. That's the sort of technique it is. Kai, Shoni, only by sacrificing the remaining years of your life will you be able to save that man. But don't... Shin wouldn't want this. I don't want this. But I can understand from Kyokai's scenario, bro. I can understand it from her perspective. Shin, not yet, you moron. Shin, Captain, this technique will not work without your life force. But even then, the odds are against you. Assuming you had someone who had only just died, then offering up half of the user's lifespan will give a 1 in 2 chance of reviving the dead. 1 in 2? That's in other words, the chance of it failing and them staying dead is the same as a coin flip, and you will still end up foolishly paying half your life for it. But the man you're trying to save is already deep within the world of darkness. If you try to bring him back, and if you were to use up half your lifespan, you probably only have a 1 in 10 chance of succeeding. So you should give up, Kai. Turn back while you still can. Think this over carefully, Kyokai. You only get 1 chance. The answer's obvious. Take it all. Kyokai's like, bro, just take all the damage. Bro, I hate this so much, dude, because I'm like, we have Kyokai in this scenario where she can, you know, knowing by the practices which has been given to us for this entirety of the series, the practices of her ancestors, the practices of her tribe, have some supernatural elements, and they've always had them. You feel me? So, the fact that a technique like this exists actually genuinely scares me because it showcases me that Hara has thought about this, that he's like, Flagnards, I can use up Kyokai's lifespan in order to bring back Shin, but I don't want Kyokai to die, dog. And the thing that hurts me, the thing that's getting to me, is that Kyokai actually can't die because she's already succeeded upon her mission. She's gone up on her revenge arc. She's already had her years upon years with the Hishin unit after that of truly appreciating life and what comes after. And I'm scared because during all this time we've gotten foreshadowing of like Shin and her are gonna be together. But what about if they don't? Hara, don't do this to me, bro. And they immediately are shook. I don't want to lose him. No matter what the cost is, I don't want to lose Shin. That's all. I'll give you everything I have. Kyokai the good. So please let me save him. Kai, you. Then go. Die like the fool you are. Kai! She found Shin? Next page, next chapter. Shin. Stop, Shin. Well, this is the ultimate test of love right here, dude. He can't hear me. Shin, look at me. Wait, stop, don't go there. Shin! red stairs. Bro, it feels like I'm reading a Evangelion, dude. Shin, you have to stop. Once you climb those stairs, there really will be no coming back. Shin! Shin! She's being absorbed by some sort of quicksand material. Stop, Shin. You have to get away. You have to stay away from those stairs. Otherwise, you really will die. No, don't, Shin. And Shin looks back, but he doesn't hear anything, bro. He can't see. He's just feeling her because they're connected, bro. I felt like something was yelling my name. Whatever, you can't see me, but for a moment, you could definitely hear me. Yo! No way! If there is any indication that Shin is actually between life and death, is that he's in the presence of Yo. Yo, I'm here to guide you so you don't get lost. See, the stairs are over there now. Wait, wasn't it just in front of me? Come on, if you miss it, you're gonna end up wandering around here forever. Wait! Damn it, why is the area around here trying to make me walk through mud? And all that feels like it's sucking away my strength. And it was sucking away my life. If this keeps up for much longer, I'll also turn into... Get off me! Before that happens, I have to get back to him. Get Shin back to the Heishin unit. I remember that. The two of us beat the crap out of the family from the other village. Bro, y'all gotta stop this, bro. You're hitting the two things that hit me the hardest, bro. It's like Shin and his relationship with Hyo, which inevitably goes into his relationship with Sei, and his relationship with Kyokai, bro. Yo, Hara's gotta chill, dude. He started the whole mess, but he just kept hiding behind some tree. And Bito was hiding even further back behind him. We were just kids, was to be expected. The two of us were just too strong. Damn right, we trained our asses off. Can't you still remember why we trained so hard? Wasn't it because you wanted to become the strongest? And then what about after I died? I joined some wars, won some battles. Actually, it's a pretty good workout there, yo. Took out a whole load of strong enemies. Yo, I love how Shin is saying all this, bro, knowing damn well that my boy went out and became an excellent commander, dude. Led an amazing unit, went through so many different wars. And he's just brushing it off, dog. That's the shit I know, man. It's no use, I can't catch up. Can't even make a sound. Shin. Seriously, I kicked some major butt out there. I even had my own unit under me. No, he's gonna talk about them, bro. Can you believe that, yo? They were like 1,000 men or something. Wait, even more. What were they called? No, you can't remember, bro. What was it again? I can't remember. And Shin is, Kyokai's dying over here, bro. It doesn't matter. Looks like we made it. Look at how red it is. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell me about Shin? Feels like there was a bunch of stuff, but who cares? Hang on, I do remember one thing. I met the King of Chin. Not only that, we got pretty tight. Oh, wait, why did King become buzzed with someone like me? That King, what did he look like? What did he look like? How would I know? Bro, Shin real dude doesn't remember anything. He looked like like you, bro. Wait, we were friends, so I should know this, but I got nothing. Maybe we should go before the stairs vanish. Sure, but it sort of feels like I'm forgetting the number one most important thing. A dream. A dream. It's your dream to become a great general of the heavens. Shin, you can't remember. You cannot forget that, bro. Now don't worry about it. I can't remember it. Must have forgotten. Come on, Hyo. Let's get up these stairs already. What's wrong, Shin? It's like my body is. Bro, I can't do this, bro. I'm a sucker for this stuff, man. I can't do this, dude. Bro. I can't do this, dog. Yo, they're taking a book straight out of like Final Fantasy or something. Kyokai, the last remaining remnants of her life force, are stopping Shin from reaching the stairs. I can't punch an inch for some reason. And Kyokai's crying. Yo, she is bawling her eyes out, bro. Like I'm about to start to if this scene doesn't start chilling. And Kyokai, man. Unit. In unit. The Heishin unit. That's the name they were given. And don't you ever forget it, you idiot. Heishin unit. And your dream is to become a... And no Hyo stops him. Hyo sees Kyokai. He has to remember this himself. And Shin stops. Sorry, Hyo. But it looks like I can't join you guys just yet. And why's that? Do you even need to ask? For our dream, yours and mine, I still haven't become a great general of the heavens, bro. He finally remembered, he said it himself. That's right, and Hyo understands, bro. He's like mother of Flagnards. I know, man. In that case, you should head into that circle of light quickly. That will take you back. It worked. It actually worked. I did it, thank the heavens. Kyokai, I was limited by my role. Thank you. What? Hyo vanished? Kyokai? What the hell are you doing? You know, he finally saw her. How long have you been sitting there? For a while, actually. You okay? Can you stand? You need to help me up. You got a grip? Hey, bro, the embrace, bro. Y'all gotta stop with this nonsense, dude. Hey, Kyokai is because you know how badly she wanted to save him. You know how badly she wanted to bring him back from the ashes that he was about to become. And with the tears coming down his face. With the tear coming down her face, dude. Holding him as tightly as she can. Good luck. She pushes him forward. Don't do this to me. Hara, I swear on everything that is holy. Hara. And she says, good luck. The light closes. Out there, Shin. Oh, that was close. Is that Bihei? That was too damn close. It's all because you kept saying shit like it was like this way when you had no clue. A good thing you came along, eh? Is that Shosa? Bro, I got chills, dude. Yo, bro, I have mad amounts of goosebumps right now, bro. Yo, Shosa said you ain't going down yet, baby. You ain't going down yet. Your time is now. And this little witch in my head telling me to stop because I still had something to do. I'm glad I listened to it. You got that right. I had to wait, but aren't you like fresh out the oven? Who are you calling freshly baked? Shosa, Kyogai. How? It's gonna close up. Catch you later. And they push Kyogai back. Thank you. And bro, Shosa's the GOAT, man. Shosa's a top 10 character just by that. Shosa's a GOAT. Keep an eye on the boss man for us, will ya? Yo, that's too beautiful, bro. Shin, Captain Shin. What's going on? Nothing's happened. Even Kyokai isn't. Shin. It's no use. No, it just means there's still enough people calling his name. Don't stop until Kyokai comes back, even if you puke blood. Captain Shin. Shin-kun. Shin. Captain Shin. Shin! Is he back? He stood back up? Look at him. Look at him. He's just standing in the blank expression on his face as he should. As he should. Is he everybody? And they finally got him back up. Shit. Oh my god. I gotta see Kyokai now, bro. I gotta make sure that she joins him. So Shin's back officially. Sweet mother of Flagnards, man. I don't know what I just witnessed, but by the sweet, I didn't think Hara had like something like that in him, dude. Like legit. Like Kingdom's supposed to be like this ultra realistic series that sometimes delves into the supernatural. You know, it has some overly bombastic things. Like there's no way a regular human being exists like Hoken that is just slicing people like he's Broly. He's a tank, taking on all these individuals. You know, there's supernatural elements of the series. But to go out and have a life and death sequence like that, like it was Final Fantasy or Evangelion or some like Yu Yu Hakusho or something, to have that in your series, bro. I mean, it might be because I'm a fan of that type of stuff, but yo, I love that junk, dude. And then the fact that they had Shosa and Kyogai stopping it right there, yo, having a conversation with shit, that was hitting all the right elements, man. I was this close. I don't know if you were able to tell my eyes, but I was this close from having a legit tears streaming down my face. I was this close, and I thank every single being in the galaxy that it did not happen, man, because I was about to be deadly. I was about to have to turn this off for a good 10 minutes, bro. My throat is on fire. Holy Flagnard. And it's like, I know I'm not supposed to feel this way, bro. I know how this goes. I know how story beats go. I write stories. But sometimes you can't help it. This is how I know that this man Hara is a genius and he's created a cast of characters that I truly, truly adore and love. I love these individuals, man. Like, yo, Shin, Kyokai, the Ishin, these people are family, dog. Shin is back, baby. And y'all know who brought him back? His crew, his unit, and his dead friend, man, that he still carries with him in the very depths of his soul. Every single wave of his journey, man. And now you see the tears of everyone. Shin! Captain Shindoro! Shin, that hurts so sweet. Shindoro! Shindoro, you're such a... Quit yelling at my nuts and... Quit yelling down there at somebody else. My other head, bro. Look at this head, dog. He did it. He came back. It worked. Don't scare us like that, Shindoro. Seriously. Bro, where's Kyokai at, man? I'm sweating, dude. Out of the way, you lot. Shit, this time I'm really gonna sock you a good one. Dead, eh? And, you know, Ten, bro, I can't blame Ten for immediately wanting to go hug my boy, dog. Thank God. Thank God. Shin. Bro, Shin, bring her back. Bring her back, Shin, whatever it takes. Where am I even meant to go? Good grief. Shoni, can't take my eyes off you, huh? So this technique is one that uses your own life to save another. Since that kind of goes against the whole Shiyu philosophy, no one should be able to use it. Which is why it ended up being treated as a load of nonsense. Makes sense? But you pulled it off for that one guy. Yep, and she did it with no hesitation, yo. That's because Kyokai's the flipping gourd, dude. Never thought I'd see someone fall head over heels that badly for a man. And for it to happen to Kai of all people. Yeah, you know they love each other, dog. That's the way it goes, man. Top 1 OTP in all of anime is the legendary couple of Kyokai and Shin. That's the way it works, bro. What do you mean, eh? So when exactly did you take a liking to him? We're just comrades in arms. Yeah, comrades, you say. If that Buckteeth guy died, would you have done the same thing? Probably not. Oh, poor Bihei. They wanted to say Bihei, poor bastard. But point is, if it were any other man, you would have broken that taboo, am I right? Oh, yeah, probably. Well, if you're dead set on denying liking him, let's go with interested in. He's someone you find more interesting than others. When did you first start thinking of him that way? Interesting when, Alright, come on, you can spill the beans. You can spill the beans to your Nesson. Any day now. Pretty early on, actually. Maybe as soon as I met him. Not as soon as I met him! All the way back there when my boy Shin came straight out of the farm. Yo, that's how you know it was true love, dog. When it was love at first sight. He's love my boy. He came straight out of the farm talking about some, Seikyo's rebellion nonsense, man. All the way back then. That's awesome sauce. At least I think so. Not too sure. I see right from the get-go, huh? Must be nice. Sure must be nice. So nice it pisses me off. Shoney's like Flagnar's, but I'm over here, I'm dead, and you over here have the luxury of loving someone. Like, in fact, I'm straight up mad. Yeah, I'm kidding. But we don't have much time left, so take a seat properly, Kai. There are some important things I need to tell you before you go back. I have one piece of bad news, but also 2 pieces of good news. Let's start with the bad news. As you might have expected, your remaining lifespan has been shortened. Given it's the price you have to pay for using this technique to begin with, it's not really a big surprise. If anything, you should be thanking your lucky stars that those 2 friends of yours stayed behind in the gap to spell you out. Not only that, the embers of your life are now weaker too. That means you won't be able to use this technique a second time. This also means there are some techniques you can no longer use or will be much weaker. Okay. Do you regret it? Not in the least. Not in the least? Okay, I don't care! Good then. Looks like our time is almost up. Shoni, I want to stay here a bit longer, you dummy. Listen, Kai. Once you wake up, it'll be really easy to forget what we talked about, so promise me you'll do your best to remember this part. The 2 good pieces of news are... And then, of course, we aren't going to remember. Of course, we aren't going to see it, man, because it's just classic manga, classic storytelling. But all I care about, and Flagnar's, but I can guarantee there's going to be some sort of plot point later on the line where Kyokai is not going to be able to use a certain part of the Tontan because of using this. But as long as she's here with the Hishin unit, I don't care what had to have taken place in order for it to happen. She's back. She's back. We don't have to worry about her being dead because legit there for a sec. I was worried. I was legit worried, man, because if Kyokai would have died, I might have put the series down for a little while, man, because that's flipping Kyokai, dude. She opened her eyes. Kyokai's woken up too. Lieutenant Kyokai. Kyokai, yes, praise the heavens. Are you okay, Kyokai Dono? Kyokai. Yeah, shit, so holding her like Flagnar. I should be asking, are you okay? Yeah. It seems like I died for a bit, but then I came back to life. It's gotta be thanks to you, Kyokai. She probably busted her ass to save you, but you don't even remember a thing. Well, Flagnar's, I was dead. What do you want from me? For real? You don't remember anything? Oh, well, it kind of feels like I ran into you in a dream. I don't really get what happened, but if you're the one who pulled me back, then thanks for saving me, Kyokai. It's fine, it wasn't a big deal. Kyokai, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but the battle isn't just so casual that you can kick your feet up, Ishin unit. Oh, Moten's here. Man, no, Kyokai was about to Shin was about to tell Kyokai something, dude. It's Moten and Ohan. I was actually pretty concerned when I heard all that fuss about you dying. Looks like we were worried for nothing, Ohan. Like hell I was. Moten, Ohan. Look, now look here. Why do you not pursue the enemy Hishin unit? We needed you to chase after Riboku. Choosing to ignore orders from your superiors can see you court-martialed. He's right. You see everybody attempting to get back. It's like, I can't blame him. Bro, after something like that, man, I would be shook for a good couple hours. Good couple hours. Especially if I was the one trying to make sure that Shin and Kyokai weren't dead. Like, yo, losing one is enough. Losing both of the heads of the Hishin unit, man? The battle is still going on. We can leave Shin be for now. He'll be fine. All cavalry mount up. Form up into your groups and make ready to move out. The Hishin unit hereby rejoins the fight. What's with them? That was fast. 16 form up. Ooh, out of the way. What did you say? I'm Osun-sama. I said, move it! Kyokai, you stay here and rest. Look after her. Yes, sir. Shouldn't you take a rest too? Heck nah. Classic Shin. Can you ride, sir? What the f... That's what I figured. After all, you did bring down the Hoken, right? Yeah, I did, but I don't remember too much of that either. He was unconscious the whole time, bro. Rather than that, Moten, I need you to catch me up. What happened? Riboku, who should be in front of us, is nowhere to be found. And weren't you in the left wing? What are you doing here? I need an update on the overall situation. Good point, first and foremost. Riboku appears to have made it out unscathed. Osun's army sought to crush Riboku in his HQ in one swoop, but he slipped away before that. His HQ has already been taken over by Suo, and even now they're headed further in to try and chase him. Akakin's army that was with you before went after Riboku even earlier, but we've yet to hear any good moves from him, so hopes aren't high. It's all my fault. They all froze on the spot because of what happened to me, so Riboku got away. No, I don't believe so, Shin. Riboku stuck around till the last possible minute just so he could watch your duel against Hoken. So I'd wager he was confident and he could escape even if you did chase after him. As soon as Riboku left, the remaining Zao army also executed a coordinated withdrawal of all their forces simultaneously. All of them simultaneously? Wait, by all? That's right. Zao's left wing had Banaji in their center and had Earl Rai. They've already disengaged and taken more than half of Zao's total numbers off the field. More than half? Yeah, but and the way they did it was very disciplined and orderly. On the other hand, our formations are a complete mess by now, which really hinders our ability to chase them. Zao's right wing had it even easier. Even though Keisui's army has been harried by my Gakukai unit, I should get back soon. They went out of their way to swing in their center battlefield here before withdrawing. Of course, the whole point was to make it easier for Zao's center to break off. You okay, Bate-san? Next time I see that woman, she's dead. Keisui, the guys we fought at Kokuyo, sir, and at the left, center, and right have all withdrawn, then that's right. A complete retreat of the Zao forces. Riboku's next will probably be to regroup his scattered forces, then make for Gyo. For Gyo to lift the siege. Then we need to chase after him, and we will, that's a given. And we can expect General Osun to give the order to begin the pursuit sometime soon, as well as all the details of how we're going to go about it, which is why you should now take the time now to celebrate Shin. If nothing else, after these last 15 days of blood and sweat that we've shed in the name of this battle in Shukai Plains, let it be known that despite the odds, Shin has emerged the victors. That's facts. After all this time, in a situation that was as drastic as the battle in the Coalition arc, because this time so many different individuals were at play. There were so many other players at hand, and they still managed to make it out victorious, bro. Chapter 633. Now we're here in Gyo. Oh, am I getting a bit noisy in there, isn't it? It would be unfortunate if a revolt started brewing inside. Coo. And again, the Ganki army will not kill civilians. Leave the city now. The Ganki army will not kill civilians. And again, the Ganki army will not kill civilians. Apparently so. Inside Gyo, let us out. Even if we stay here, we'll just starve to death anyway. Just let us leave. Stay back, wait for us to kill anyone who approaches the gate. Ganki army will not kill civilians. Leave the city now. Ganki army will not kill civilians. Listen to them outside. They're saying they're not going to hurt us. Yeah, they're stressing that they're not going to kill any civilians, dude. But I can't blame them for not, for not believing them. I mean, this is the Ganki army after all. You feel me? I said, stay back. Let us pass. We just want to leave. Stay back. Let us, Back off, stay away. The soldiers, they stabbed him. Son of a, back. Let us out. What's his name? Ogiko? Oligoko? Ogiko? I'm trying to remember his name, but this man's a troll. Oh, look at that, boss. There's smoke. Must be a fire. There's a fire going on inside. Boss. Yeah. It's finally time. Oh, cocky in action. Mono, I think it's time you call them the Zeno clan. The Zeno clan? Of course, I'll get right on it. Did you pick someone else? Boss, big trouble. There's a Roboku army. They've started heading south and are making straight for us here. Yo, Roboku don't want nothing of Conky, dog. Conky will see that man in hands, dude. Yo, we heard it from the Hiki family who are posted up north. They're absolutely sure the Roboku is making his way down to us. They've already reached this area. In the worst case, they'll be on top of us in half a day. How could that be? What happened to Shukai Plains? Was the Ocean army actually defeated? Probably. Calm down, Mar. I gotta call him Moron. Actually, I'm gonna switch out Marin from Moron just because it sounds more like Conky. Boss, I'm afraid this is as far as we go. Well, and truly this time, Gyo is still locked down tight, and they have soldiers stationed inside. Should Roboku arrive, we will be caught right between two enemy forces. Once that happens, keeping Gyo surrounded will be the last of our worries. Our only shot at avoiding a grisly end is to retreat before Roboku arrives. In fact, I'll be leaving with or without you. Marlon. Calm down, son! Like I said, this really isn't the time to. Boss! Another update from the Hiki clan up north. It's about the Osen army. They're coming too. They're hot on the Roboku army's tail. It's not only Roboku, Osen is also making his way toward us at crazy speed. Osen too! One day earlier. What? You want us to downsize the army and then go chase after Roboku? What do you mean? I apologize. About that 2 from 10 crap? Basically, pick 2 out of every 10 men to go after Roboku. The remaining 8 will stay here. But why? There are 2 reasons for this decision. The first is speed. A significant portion of our men have been wounded in the last 15 days of fighting. Bringing them along is sure to affect our speed, which is why only those who still remain in the best fighting shape amongst the elites will be chosen to pursue Roboku. After all, it wouldn't be very funny if we couldn't even catch them. And the second reason is the problem of our dwindling food supply. Quite frankly, we do not have enough food to feed everyone, which is why we will instead pull together what remaining rations we have and feed only the men who will be joining the chase. Only by making sure they have the energy to march will we have a shot at catching Roboku. I see, even if we beat them here, we still need to catch them and fight them again. Fine. So how are you going to choose this hand-picked elite team of yours? The bulk of it will comprise of men from Seoul and my own forces. Unlike you guys in the 2 wings, we've only been through 1 proper fight. We don't have to go. It's BS. Why do you guys have to swoop in and take the good part? The Haitian unit is going too. Oh, Shin. Watch your attitude. Yo, Shin's like Flag Dart. Let me finish first, Shin of the Haitian unit. Osen-sama is very well aware of the contributions made by the 2 wings in the last battle. In a way, you could say that you guys have a better instinctual grasp of what it's like to go up against the Roboku army. That and your experience against him is something we will need. So you better go hurry up and get started. Take a good hard look at your men right now and bring me only the best of your best. Yo, the best of the best, baby. Let's get it. Shouldn't you stay one? You're not even worth 1 best. You're not even worth 1 best. My man said, yo, you're not even worth the first best, let alone the best of the best. You feel me? Shut up, like you want to talk. General didn't read me one of the men that will be staying behind. The pursuit party won't be going for some easy stroll, but I would expect that it's the remaining men who will be having a much tougher time out of the 2. Mochin of the Gakukai unit, do you believe that the armies of the Qin have come to this land to spread cheer and goodwill? 8 out of every 10 will remain here, which will be the vast majority. Identifying the problem is extremely simple. There are no remaining Zhao forces in the area that can attack us. After all, Roboku's army was formed by rallying all the fighting men in this entire region, and they've already left us to go to the south. The only threat left is that of the royal army guarding the capital of Kanton, but they appear quite content to sit behind their walls. Thus, the one and only problem we need to deal with is food. However, that can be solved so long as we do what needs to be done while slowly making our way down south before making a late entry into the now captured city of Gyo. Do you mean relax? This land is destined to fly Qin's banners before long. It would hardly be wise to commit any short-sighted acts of folly. Will you be leading the men staying behind, General Denrimi? Indeed. Such a task cannot be entrusted to Seoul. Fighting's my gig. Very well, then I shall leave. The men of my Gakukai unit in your care. Shindo, please be careful out there. Ensan, kind of feels like we've been doing this a lot, huh? That's why I'm certain everything will work out this time too. That's beautiful, man, because they've been through so much. I'll leave the boys to you. We'll make short work of Gyo so you guys catch up quick too. Yes. Shin, Captain, I want in too. You guys still kicking over there? Yes, sir, she's snoozing away. Take care. Oh, she woke up. Are the preparations complete? Bro, look at my boy Osen, dog! Straight up looking fresh. Rocking the people's horse. Okay, General Osen, then let us be off. Gyo awaits. Yes, sir. Hooah! Kingdom will be on break next week. Not for me. We continue. Kingdom is not on break for me next week. Well, technically, it'll be on break for me for a month, but make sure my camera doesn't fall. I apologize, man. Sometimes I forget that my camera is in a certain position, and any certain movement can make it fly. But it's Kingdom, bro. Y'all know. If y'all been with me for a long time, you know how it is, man. It happens. It happens. Here they come. Finally cut up to you bastards, and you see Shin still has the fight left in him, coach. Darren and Uroku-sama, our rear guard seems to have been caught by the Osen army. Oh, you can see them in the distance. But how we should have had a sizable lead on them. How did they catch up so fast? Updated from the rear. The Osen army seems to be far smaller than expected. They cut down their numbers to enable a faster pursuit. What's the plan? We maintain this course for now. Is it already the 17th day? Gyo could very well be on its last legs. Please, you must stand firm until we arrive. Gyo's fall edges closer and closer. We just want to leave. Gyo, stay back. Let us out. We're not going to hold. Let us out inside the walls. Stay back, you peasants. Move away from the gate. I said, back. All of you are Cretans who know only of putting yourselves first. Do you not understand that losing the city could threaten Zao's existence as a whole? Us, you're the one who are thinking about yourselves. That's why you never spared a thought for us. You couldn't care less about what happens to us. My daughter is weak from being sick. Why did you stop giving us food? And if you won't give us any, then let us out. Let us out. Enough going easy on them. You have to make them understand. Grab their spears. These bastards. My lord, fighting is broken out at several gates. General Zetsu says that he'll be resorting to force to quell the descent. No other choice, then. Tell me he has my permission and that he must hold the gates at all costs. Yes, sir. Lord of Gyo, Earl Choki. Oh, look there. Cho-sama's estate is on fire. Find where they were stashing the food. Those dirty nobles are definitely hiding some. Feasting on delicacies every day while we starve to death. Stop this nonsense, you. It's got to be here. Master To's estate has been set alight, as has Master Ho's. We cannot hold the constant army, Roboku's army, I don't care who, but someone needs to come now. If this continues for much longer, Gyo is... You see Kanki smiling because he realizes they have him in a checkpoint. Or a checkmate, I should say. This is as far as they go. We'll stop them right here. The Roboku army was originally on pace to reach Gyo in roughly half a day more of travel. Alas, it was from this point on that their speed began to drastically slow down. Obviously, the reason for that was that the Osen army that was now riding them down from behind, hardening his heart, Roboku intended to throw away his rear guard and use him as a shield to catch Shin's blade. Diagonally to the left, Shiryo. Aye. And they might have succeeded were it not for So and Shiryo expertly threading their way through the rear guard gaps, time and time again closing in the Roboku army's vulnerable core. Roboku-sama, I know. And now he is truly feeling it, man. Roboku was forced to halt his march and face them properly. Regardless of how large Roboku's army was, he could not afford to suffer more casualties as he still had to defeat the Kanki army upon arriving at Gyo. All troops halt your advance. Surround the enemy with the widened arrow formation, let not escape. This sudden reversal allowed them to catch and surround Shin forces that had been pushed in too deep, such as So's group. Oops, this could be bad. We better back off, Shiryo. Now go to Roboku's turning around. We'll make for the right side instead, and then turn back and disengage from here. Yes, sir. Ohun, you guys should... Oh, he's leaving already. That's Ohun for you. Hishinuri to Kario 10. I know. We need to go now. Erected a bit too slow, or more like those two are too fast. Shin! That's it for now. We need to pull out. Huh? What are you saying? We finally caught up to him. Roboku's up to one of his tricks again. We're going to be in a lot of danger if we stay, and it's only going to be our Heishin unit getting slammed. Eh? What's going on over there? We're to scram. This sudden turnaround by Roboku was able to ensnare a portion of Osen's soldiers, and one of those caught, not one was able to escape. But such a small number was nowhere close to dealing a meaningful blow to the Osen army. They ran away too fast too. Don't underestimate the best of the best. Now that was pretty close, actually. Sir, Roboku launched a surprise counter. So and the others were able to escape, though. Very good. This sort of exchange between the two armies would repeat a number of times. Ultimately, Roboku was not able to reach Gyo before the sun set on that day. You sure it's okay to sit here just because it's night? Where Roboku runs on ahead? We've got eyes out watching them. Zao's got to rest tonight after running all day, especially their horses. They're not going to move. But the moment the sun comes up tomorrow... Bang, bang, bang. We're under attack. The Roboku army's attacking us. Oh, snap. Gotta rest my butt. Now they're the ones kicking on our door. But that is
Caught off guard by Roboku's large-scale night raid, the Osen army managed a hasty escape, leaving them to fall back a considerable distance. Roboku's core forces, on the other hand, did not take part in this raid, and were instead quietly making for Gyo under the cover of the darkness. And then, just as the sun began to rise on the 18th, Roboku and his men would at least come into view of Gyo. They're here. She still stands. Gyo is holding out. They actually managed to hold out. We should attack immediately before the Konki army notices our presence. Strike Konki's HQ now to deal him a... Huh? Looks like the boss was right. Your Konki's always one step ahead, dude. These chumps can barely stand on their feet. Zeno, looks like we didn't even need to call you over. They expected us? Sir, we cannot afford to wait for the rest of our men. Force your way through them and bring down Konki. Send the order to Kane and Fute on the left and right too. To the Kisui army behind us to come immediately as well. Yes, let's go. Boss, it's starting. Idiots. You gotta love Konki, bro. He's such a goat. So the Kisui army is racing to the front. You see, they're just getting bodied right here, man. Report, Roboku has arrived at Gyo. They have engaged the Konki army. What? We must arrive to Gyo as well. Osen-sama, no, there is no longer a rush. Imagine how fatigued their army must be. Konki shall not be bested by them, not even with Roboku at their helm. Stay strong. We still outnumber them. He would wipe us out at the Shukai Plains, then make his way south to liberate Gyo. That was the gist of Roboku's plan. The very moment the first half of that plan failed marked the undoing of his entire strategy, which then begs the question, why exactly was Roboku not able to win the Shukai Plains? Well, that's because your brilliance far outshines even the likes of Roboku, sir. But of course! No, that is incorrect. The tactics employed by Roboku and I were evenly matched. Neither of us could be considered to have played a large part in swinging the scales. If anything, it would be Roboku who was superior considering we were the ones who first had Akko and Mako removed from the board. But then what? The difference between our pawns. Pawns? For Zao, the loss of 2 pillars in Gyon and Shogaryu proved a significant blow. Of course, we also lost Mako, and not long after that, Akko was also incapacitated. But the difference was that we had 3 young pawns who rose up to the challenge and shouldered the burden. Not only did they manage to preserve the strength of their respective armies, they went a step further and demonstrated an extraordinary resilience and strength in the face of overwhelming adversity. There is no doubt that it was the efforts of those 3 young men that threw Roboku's carefully constructed plans into complete disarray. I love this so much, because it was foreshadowed from the very beginning of the arc that that exact thing would be the very case, man. That exact situation, that exact scenario would have eventually come into fruition, man. And the fact that Osen himself is stating this makes you truly realize that that is to be the case. Of course, the capital of Kanton's refusal is to mobilize and take advantage of their home ground also played a large role. But either way, the difference in quality between the pawns we each held was a key decisive factor between us and Shukai Plains. Or perhaps, no, not only Shukai Plains, but the very fate of the gates. The gates are this entire campaign for the city of Gyo. And they're out. They're out. By the flag. I can't stop reading, bro. I don't know how people can... And it's a Konki color page! I gotta save this. I should have saved that one Kyokai page from earlier, but we'll do that later. We'll do that later, man. Day 18 of this epic Chinza war. Gyo's fall finally draws near. Kept y'all waiting, huh? Yo, everybody loves using that Metal Gear Solid line. Give me a second to make sure that my camera, it doesn't get corrupted or anything. I'm about to finish this, dude. Yo, Kingdom is too gold. Alright, man, let's continue, dude. Chapter 635, and here we have, like I said, Konki delivering a classic, legendary Metal Gear Solid reference, man. Kept you waiting, huh? So let's get right into it. Let's let us out already. Get out of our way. Come on, keep pushing. We're through. Out of my way, and you see everybody just leaving through the gates of Gyo, man. I mean, just keeping on going. Everybody got a weapon? There it is. That noise. Look, the gate is... Here we see Kane and them. Come on. Sir, Gyo has. Gyo has. And you see every single person leaving through the gates, dude. There's so many people leaving through the gates. They actually opened it up from the inside. Can't believe it. What idiots. Saved us trouble having to take over the city walls, huh? I'm starving now. Though. We somehow won this battle of endurance. And we suck at enduring. Quite right. This is in a way, this is a miracle. Ma'am, pipe down. Our work starts here. Get into your positions. The moment that flow of refugees slows down, we'll charge right inside Gyo. We let all those hindrances leave first. then we just need to hold off the Conky army once they try to shove their way inside. So long as we repel them and shut the gate again, we'll be fine. Recall the men on the walls, we'll settle this on the ground. Koro-sama, bring news. What is it? The gate, which has been broken by the refugees, they say the repairs will take a fair bit of time. What? Have them hurry. We'll hold them off for some time, but we won't last forever. We need the gate down if we were to keep them out. Get some barricades down while the refugees are still going. Lock down the area near the gate so nothing gets past us. Get the archers ready. Call in all the reserves too so it all comes down to stopping them here. Unfortunately, it would take more than trying to swim against the river's current to stop these men from reaching their goal. Just look at the way Zeno looks, bro. Holy flag nerds, what a monster. And he just cleaves his head clean off. I mean, it goes flying. You feel me? The thing goes flying right off. We're under attack. They're already in. Engage them. Food. What are these guys? Food. Zeno and his gang are already inside? Did one of the other gates clear up already? No, I think they just strolled right through the civvies. You know they don't care, dude. They don't get it. They don't give a flag nerd. Seriously, Zeno got first dibs? Marun-san, wasn't Zeno meant to be stopping Riboku with Raido-san? Looks like Raido's handling stuff by himself. You said Zeno's gone into the city already? Yep, took my eyes off him for a second. What is that guy playing at? Well, that's not where he was assigned. Should we grab some help from the other guys? We don't need it. The Zeno clan's rampaged inside the city quickly, sowed confusion amongst the defenders, allowing the other teams to easily overwhelm the other gates. Where's the 6th reserve team? They were sent to the north gate. What? My oh my, this is quite the mountain of treasure. You see, he's flexing on the people's mustache. As an army comprised of former cutthroats and brigands, the successful invasion of such a large and well-fortified city like Gyo instantly led to an explosion of morale. Nothing would stop them making a beeline for the residential district where the nobles hoarded their riches. Meanwhile, Riboku and his men could do nothing but look on from the inside as Conky army poured into Gyo. They no longer had the strength to break through Raido's army in front of them and save Gyo. Most of all, the shock of seeing Gyo throw open its gates after all their efforts had thoroughly sapped what little remaining morale they had. Inside Gyo, I'm sorry, madam, but using a carriage may attract the attention of Conky's cavalry. It's fine. We must hurry. We can still mix in with the peasants escaping from the west gate. Is everyone ready to move? Oh, wait, hang on. Where is... His lordship isn't here. When did he, but why? Ah, that Gramps. Yo, to have lost Gyo was an irredeemable mistake on my part. Gyo's fall could threaten Zhao's entire existence, and yet I still choose to. There is truly no going back after this. Tell me, heavens, was I truly mistaken? Was it truly wrong to choose to take in all those refugees? Dear, no, dear, my lord. Mother, stop, no, don't look. And he throws himself off, man. Flag nerds. Boss Riboku's army just disengaged and are moving away. I thought they were gonna go all in and retake Gyo. Probably because he wants to avoid any needless deaths. Besides, the Riboku army withdrew all troops that were engaging Conky's men, and together with the refugees that were now flooding out of the city, left Gyo behind altogether. In other words, from this moment, Gyo had now well and truly fallen to her invaders. Let's get it, baby. And right here we see Conky chilling. I mean, straight up just chilling, feet on the table. My guy's like, yeah. And Osen comes up behind him in an awesome page. It took you longer than I thought. As I expected, he was not an easy opponent. Yeah, I can tell your boys look they've seen better days. We'll be entering it too, Gyo. Be my guest. The lads should be just about finished cleaning up inside. Cleaning up inside. Check it out. These guys are so sick, dude. But you know, the one thing we actually really need to know right now, don't think we're going to be finding much of it inside. So I expected. It's also the reason why Riboku chose to leave so quickly. Yes, finally, our goal, the city of Gyo, is ours. All the honors went to the Conky army, but there's no doubt it was all thanks to what we did at Shukai Plains. We actually did it, Shin. Come here, you little... And Shin's just sitting there like, flag doesn't get... Let me breathe this thing, dude. Now all that's left is for Ensign and the others to join us. It'll be perfect. I wouldn't be celebrating just yet if I were you. Oh, hun, what do you mean? I mean, yeah, the others ain't here yet, but what's wrong with celebrating now? It's a problem. It's a different problem from that altogether, and a very big problem at that. Most and even you? Well, on the way here, Ohan was told some info by the Osen Army's officers. That Gyo only collapsed from the inside out because they ran out of food for the refugees, which means... even if we went in there now, there'd be next to no food for us to find. So they have no food themselves. Come again? Seems like General Osen had some soldiers infiltrate the city and set fire to the granaries. What was General Osen thinking? I see him together with the refugees from 9 cities. This really ain't the time to be impressed, Ten. Hang on a second. We're already out of food as it was, and now, even though we've got our hands on Gil, we're still going to starve to death regardless? That's why Roboku withdrew as quickly as he did. They'll keep us penned inside Gil and starve us out. But General Osen should have known that this would happen. Surely he's got a plan. Of course, we're banking on, both Ohan and I, but no matter how hard we rack our brains, we can't think of any way to obtain food. Enough food to feed an army like this when we're isolated deep in enemy territory. However, Osen did indeed have a way to solve this food crisis, and it was a shocking manner at that. Osen always has a way to get out of a shocking crisis. It's Osen! You feel me? Chapter 636. Here we see some individuals falling. It's Bihei. Bihei-san, hang in there. No more, I can't move. Leave me, go on ahead. Get up, Bihei. Just a bit more, we're almost there. It's just up ahead. Look, it's Gyo. We actually made it. And see the Chin flags? They means Gyo is ours, and the enemy's already going ahead. We're finally at Gyo. Yes, we finally made it. Right here we see... and Shin finally reunites with the rest of his squad. Captain, good job making it here. Shin! Dene-san, you guys finally made it. Lieutenant Sosui. Good to see you all again. Where's my girl Kyokai at? You made it, Denkin. What about my brothers? Sorry, they both... No. Food, quick food. This place is huge. Hang in there, Hanho. When you look up, it's like, wow. So this is Gyo. So you ended up eating all the rest of the horses, huh? Yes. I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. They've been with us since the Kakubi unit days, but can't be helped. It must have been hard for you, too. It wasn't only that... Dang, man. I know how tough that must be, especially for how connected we get to animals. You know, how deeply connected, especially to animals that have been through this in the thick of thin, especially for people who must have gone through tons of wars like this. For them to have gotten to a situation to where they just get so hungry they start eating their horses. You know, these beloved horses that have been with them for so long. It must be something that must be killing them from the inside, because they kind of treat the horses like their own brothers, especially for me, or especially for those of us that have pets, you know, and or at least have known animals that have been close to animals, like if they were our own family members. And 100% of the time, they are family to us, right? And to have this horse that has been with them for so long, to have to eat them in order to survive, man, it had to have hit them hard from the inside, you feel me? It wasn't only Haitian unit, everyone else did the same. And even then, it didn't do much for the 40,000 mouths we had to feed. General Remy did give some provisions once, but it was a tiny amount. No food, no water. We've been barely clinging on until we made it here. There's a lot of good men that didn't make it. The ones who got wounded before can't exactly heal on an empty stomach. I see. What about Kyokai? She's sleeping in that building. Ryusen carried her the whole way. I see. Say, Shin, this water you've given us is great, but can't you give us a bit more food? Everyone feels like we've got a bottomless pit in their stomach. The tiny serving you gave us was gone in like one bite. A city as big as this has got to be hiding loads of food, right? Not at all, man. Yeah, about that, we ain't got jack. What? Oh, what now? And here we see Osen. Together. Kanki's army. Liberating items of value is our specialty, so finding the noble stores was not a challenging feat. However, even those hold less foodstuffs than we had expected. It appears even the central hidden stores of grain were open to feed the rabble. Truly the good Earl Choki was a man of the people. What a dumbass. And now we've got the rest of the army with Shukai planes from pouring into the city en masse as well. There really will be nothing to put on our plates soon. And so the double-edged nature of the Locust plan shows itself. And that would explain where Boku has held off on attacking the men midway. How many days? Days? With this many people, we don't have enough for a single meal. If we feed only the upper echelon, then perhaps 2. 2 days is also likely to be how long the soldiers will be able to endure their hunger. Past that, they'll be hard-pressed to even stand, much less fight. Should Boku attack us, then even Gyo's walls will not be enough. So we have to, until then, somehow figure out a way to obtain supplies from the outside, and naturally, Roboku has no intention of allowing that to happen. It seems the whole of Osen's army has entered Gyo. Sir, report from the west. The Tori army has arrived and strengthened the encirclement at Ryoyo. Now the Yosanwa army will be focused to stay behind the city walls, cutting off any supply routes between them and Gyo. Good, so General Tori has come down from the north, has he? The Ryoyo-Gyo line has already nearly severed. Now for sure they will. Roboku-sama, the only hope of survival that Gyo holds now is for them to receive supplies from the homeland of Chin. In other words, they must once again cross Retsubi. Indeed. Chin, Kanyo, I bring news. A message by bird that Gyo has fallen and that the Osen and Kanki armies have now entered the city. I say again, the Osen and Kanki armies have now taken in Gyo in Chin's name. Shobun-kun, Chancellor, they did it, they actually did it. No, it is too early to celebrate. Sire, Gyo may fly our banners for now, but Retsubi, the entrance to enter Zao, still lies firmly within Zao's hands. Gyo and Ryoyo stand completely isolated. Not only that, so long as they remain in enemy territory, they are sure to risk starvation. It is as your majesty says. While the details of Gyo's fall are still unclear to us, it is highly probable that the armies of Zhao will have put Gyo's food storage to the torch. In the worst possible scenario, the Osen and Kaku armies could be in the midst of starvation right now. Yo, I'm glad that Shohei-kun and Sei were able to, like, immediately think of that, you feel me? Then we should send the supplies at once. That won't be needed. Sensei, that is Shohei-kun, the chief of military affairs, has already cast the die in that regard. Shohei-kun, where do you think that army is now? Sire, I believe they should be arriving in Retsubi in the near future. Yo! Resupply army, Commander Kai. So, yo, dude, Shohei-kun was already way ahead of this. Which means that Osen must have been way ahead of it, because Osen was the one that came up with it, right? Kyoku-sama, Retsubi is coming up just ahead. Supply teams, hold your position there. Combat forces assume offensive positions. We will commence our attack on Retsubi. And right here we see Retsubi, the Kyoku army, and the Zao army. They're both 10,000. They're coming out of the city to face us, cocky bastards. They must be confident. There's 10,000 right there, and even more still inside. Must have gathered a few fair soldiers. Sir, the men are in position. Shall we make the first move? No, we wait. Let us see what their opening hand is. Going by our reports, our foe should be the guardian of Kanten himself, General Kocho. Here we go. So we begin, Kocho-sama? They're just sitting there. Not yet. The first move will be made by him. Yes, sir. Incoming, enemy soldiers closing in. We're under attack. They're aiming for the supply teams. How did they show up on our side? Surgeon report towards the rear. Our supply teams have been hit by a surprise attack. We have to stop them and protect the supplies. When did they had soldiers lying in ambush on our side? No, Shunsuiju, the genius himself. No, stop. I forgot this man was a character. Burn it all. Let not a single grain reach Gyo intact. What? It's empty. The containers are empty. Nah, they were far ahead. This the outsmarting of both parties, bro. This is crazy. Gyo's life, chapter 637. Considering those containers the Jin are carrying completely empty. So they even went as far as to have an army go out there carrying quote-unquote fake supplies with empty containers. Take a look at the other ones too. Yes, sir. It's empty. This one too. They're all empty. Shinsuiju some of this food supply team is just for show. They were never carrying any food in the first place. Sir, something's wrong with those Zao guys. How unfortunate. They found out a lot earlier than we were hoping. Withdraw the resupply team soldiers. Are you sure, sir? No point dying meaningless deaths. But Gyo is still waiting for it. It's fine. After all, the real thing is still on its way. Are they on the sea? Row. Keep rowing even if your armies burn in agony. General Seicho, more fog up ahead. Even the heavens stand on our side. We will surge to Gyo under the cover of this fog. The Yellow River. Chen forces Seicho naval resupply feed, yo, and they have a massive fleet of food heading over there. Report, General Seicho's resupply fleet has passed Retsubi. In other words, they have entered Zao's waters. Shunsuiju, as the message via bird I sent to you said, Jin will attempt to send Gyo supplies by water. So they played it straight, huh? We came here just to make sure. Dang, so even that they knew. We came here just to make sure the Qin didn't try to go a step further and make these fake supplies real ones instead. It looks like it wasn't needed at all. So the fog is clearing up. The heavens favor us still, but clear vision shall come with greater speed. Little do you idiots know. Any naval route to Gyo has been long sealed off. Holy flagnards. There's a massive army over there. No, we're out of position. Get the warships out in front. Protect the transport ships. We're under attack. So many of them. Incoming aerials. Shields up. Get up to the front. We have the wind behind us. Don't stop. Shoot. And they're putting up the ride shields. That was so fast. Get them. They're strong. Not good. They're going for the supplies. Don't let them through. They got past the warships. Here they come. General, they're slipping past their warships. We should pull back and regroup. We can't. They've caught us. There's nothing to be scared of. They're no stronger than the Qin Navy. We will force our way through them. That's supposed to be a joke? There's a gulf of difference in the waters between the upstream Qin and the downstream Zao. Zao Navy Fleet Commander Koki Ko. The difference in volume directly translates to a gap in expertise between our navies. The likes of you aren't even fit to challenge the mighty Koki fleet. We will show you exactly what sets us apart. Die while shedding tears of blood into the Yellow River. We will send you and your precious Gyo supplies together into the depths. inside Gyo. The poor guys, man, they're starving, dude. Captain, here, I found some taro. Swamp, but there are two, thanks. Could you give one of them to Kyokai and eat the other one? Yo, Shin is always thinking about his people, bro. He's always thinking about his people. Well, seriously, what can we even do? Roboku-sama will keep an eye on Gyo, so please, we should really get some rest in your intent. It's not like you were staying here. It's not like you staying here will make them start faster after all. Kane's right, sir. We will let you know the moment anything happens, so please get some rest. What is it? I can't shake the feeling something is off. But Ocean shouldn't have no other option than going via river. Sir, very well. I should retire to my tent. Of course, sir. Roboku-sama, we asked that you would accompany us to the royal capital, Kanton. The Royal Sealed Cavalry? Are these guys? Is it a royal decree? Indeed. Right now? Right now. Suppose I were to refuse? Then I will simply kill your subordinates before taking you with us. What's going on? A royal decree in the middle of this? I understand, Roboku-sama. Kane Earl rise to take over. Who are these chumps? Never seen them before. With that banner. It's almost like I'm a criminal. His Majesty's orders, I'm afraid. For my defeat at Shukai Plains, so I've been told. I would have appreciated if you had waited 10 days for me to retake Gyo from the starving Osen army first. My hands are tied, I'm afraid. The king's orders broke no argument. I assume you've had your struggles too. Nothing quite as much as yourself. At the very least, I'd have liked to confirm our navy's victory on the Yellow River, but alas, I have the utmost faith in Yushu and Suiju. So long as you stop them there, the Osen army's fate is sealed. So long as you stop them there. Toss it all. The fish will feast tonight. Kanyo, bring urgent news. Our fleet was wiped out, and the food that was meant for Gyo has been lost? That's impossible. That fleet was comprised of nearly every ship our navy possesses. They were crushed. It seems they knew we were coming. The Zao was ready and also deployed every single vessel they had. They far outnumbered our own ships. Osen, Chief, if I may make one request of you before we set out. What did you just? You really are. So this is what Osen had in mind. Now we're really gonna figure it out. Chief, if I make one request of you before we set out. Speak. It is for your ears alone. I can understand me, but asking even the Chancellor to leave? A top secret matter then. Well, very well, let us leave, Kyoku. What is it, General Osen? Even if we were to take Gyo, a severed supply line would mean that our fate would be to slowly starve to death, which means my eyes do not deceive. Yo, look at Osen right here, dude. We are occupied by a Yotonawa army. A messenger bird from the Parkoi tribe we sent out from before has just arrived. It appears Osen and Kanki's armies have entered Gyo. They've taken the city, but there's no food left inside. But how, Ponen? No clue. That was all that was written. If the letter is right and Gyo doesn't have any food left, then this is an emergency. We've managed to gain access to Ryo stores, but Osen's army should have reached the bottom of their stores long ago. We have to find a way to send them some of our supplies. That won't work. Yotonawa dono. Feels good to see Yotonawa again. The Parkoi tribe also wrote that there are several Zao armies standing between us and Gyo. They've cut us off completely. To reach Gyo in one piece while escorting supplies is currently impossible. Are you dumb? Are you saying saving Gyo is out of our hands? Their only hope is for the homeland of Chin to render them aid. But doing that would require passing through the Retsubi again. The Retsubi we face is a far cry to the fortified checkpoint it is now. It's not possible to make it past them. You are entirely correct, which is why there's only one path left. The only way for supplies to reach Gyo is via the river. Only the river. However, Kyoku and the rest of his men on the banks of the Yellow River could only look out in shock as the battered remains of Chin's resupply fleet slowly slinked away. Sir, a report from General Koki. A crushing defeat for Chin. Our fleet has sent all their supplies to the bottom of the river, so it would seem. Look, they're still chasing of them. Sir, with this, Osen and his men inside Gyo are, that's right. It's over for them. And not only them, Jin's entire plan. This entire gambit of theirs to make Gyo for themselves is now doomed. Yo, they are starving, man. Why are you crying, Daniel? It's just missing a few meals. No, wait, it ain't that. It's all just Shosa-san, Kyokai-san. So many gave their lives, and thanks to that, we finally beat Sao back at Shukai Plains. Then we dragged ourselves all the way to Gyo, and now, after everything we went through, everyone's just gonna starve to death. It feels like some kind of bad joke. All the sacrifices we made, Shosa-san and all the others who died, was it just for this? They died for this? I get you, but you gotta calm down, save your strength. shows the sun, and even he lets out a tear. Sorry, I think this is it for us, sorry. Stop the carriage. What is the matter, Uroku-sama? Uroku shook? I missed it just one method by which you must take me back to Gyo right now. Osen there's still time. We can have the carriages bound only for Kanton. Please remain calm, Uroku-sama. Then at least send your fastest horse to Kane. Tell her. So you must, Uroku found out. What did Osen come up with? Gyo. What's going on over there? I can hear something. They opened up the southern gate. I guess some of our guys went out. They went out? They're doing a runner? Where would they go? Gonna make some friends with the Zao? The whole gate's open. Is that safe? Just because it's night doesn't mean they won't attack us. What, the Nara gate is opening too? What the hell's something going on? Grab your spears. Come on, let's go. The food made it to them! But how? How did the food make it to them? There's only... I know Osen did it, but in what way, shape, or form? You're looking the way, you morons. How am I supposed to get through? There's still mountains of food coming in behind me, so piss off and get ready to start cooking a lot. They're gonna get the food, bro. What boys made it? How can that be possible? The whole convoy's carrying food? No, muster the men now. We can't be allowed to. We've already sent for the armies, but it's going to take some time before they arrive. Quiet down, Kane. There are chins scattered around guarding the convoy. Who cares about that right now? What I want to know is, where did such a large convoy come from? Did they slip through somewhere that isn't Retsubi? No, there is no other route by land other than Retsubi they're coming from. The banks of the Yellow River nearby where a huge transport fleet is docked. What? That can't be. Are you seeing this slip past our own fleet? I didn't hear of anything to that effect in the report. So who trounced them? They didn't slip past our ships. The Chin vessels that invaded our waters have been sent to the depths together with the cargo. Then how the hell are there Chin vessels docked on the banks outside Gyo right now? That's not it. Those ships on the banks outside Gyo, they're not. When Gyo faces starvation, the only routes of supply will be via water. I had the same thought, and I fear this fact will not escape Roboku either. Agreed, which is why we will approach it from the opposite direction. That's right. Those are not Chin vessels, they are flying the banners of Ki! Similar to us, Ki shares borders with Zao, albeit from the opposite side. This should be the waterway through which our supplies arrive, through Ki? With Mr. Snake Mouth himself? No way! Ki's royal capital, Rinshi. Sorry, it appears our transport fleet has successfully reached Gyo's banks. Is that so? I mean, truly, did I even have a choice? When Shin knocked on my door and offered to pay double the asking price, how could I possibly let them down? Yeah, he does his classic pose too. He's like, yo, I just want the money. I want the money. And it's only good manners to see that your goods are properly delivered, wouldn't you say? A most profitable venture indeed, your majesty. Yo, what a chapter, dude. Just the way these guys outsmart each other, man. Chapter 639. Dig in with my blessings, soldiers of Shin. All of Ki's produce or delicacies. But of course... You see, they finally have food, bro. They're finally able to eat. Come to daddy, it's so good. Tastes like heaven. The other day, they're digging it, dog. Don't rush. Eat slowly. There's tons more to go around. I tell you, slow down. No need to panic. They ain't gonna take it slow, dog. The guys who are too weak to line up will get served too. Bihei-san, it's so good, Bihei-san. Yo, Bihei is crying, bro. My man he was hungry, dog. Bihei-san's trembling from how good the taste is. I feel Bihei, I really do. Are you sure he really isn't just choking? He could be. It tastes so good. This is the best food I've had in my entire life. Can I take these to the guy sleeping over there? Go for it, thanks, and tell him to eat it slowly. One more bowl, same here, come right up. And me, fill her up too. Sorry for making you work so hard, Ryu. You're eating as well, right? Yeah, but this isn't the time for that. My soul's on fire. All these ingredients from Ki that I've never seen before, making my soul as a chef. Excuse me, as a chef burn. Look at it, Karyo-ten. So from a seaside nation is on a whole nother level. Excuse me. Not those. Open these other ones with the red markers on them first, so that they have stuff that'll expire sooner. Yes, ma'am. Right, we'll get some more. Thank you, but make sure you eat too. Sure, we'll get some blue ones this time. You eat up too. Shin, bro. Finally, Shin and Ten have a moment, just a moment, to chill and relax. Shin, you've done enough. It's time for you to take a break and get some food. Hiryu will handle the rest. Well, just say, friend, bring it on. There's no time to rest. All those supplies we waited so long for finally arrived. I need to make sure it all gets distributed properly and efficiently. And I'm telling you, you've already done just fine. So now you can just kick back and take a breather. After all, you're technically one of our wounded too, aren't you? This is nothing compared to you and everyone else. That's different. Getting hurt is part of the job for us. What's that meant to? I'm telling you, it's okay. Come on. Pretty good, isn't it? Of course it is. You and I were the ones who made it. That's right. That's true. Whoa there. Is that Cardio 10? No, don't worry. It's nothing. It's just all touching that was holding her up just got cut. That's right, man. She's been so tense for weeks on end, dude. Right, thank God the supplies actually came. I really thought this was going to be the end for us, and that everything we went through was going to be in vain. So happy. I'm so happy they really came. Here's to meet that General Osen could have given us a hint or something at least. Apparently all this stuff got delivered from Key. Yeah, I heard Shin, that kind of hurts. Mountain was mind blown, I tell you. Said something about how General Osen must have set it all in motion before we even left the capital. Honestly, I didn't really catch all of the stuff he said. What I do know for sure is that we received enough supplies to easily keep all of us here fed for half a year, and still some left to spare. Half a year? Yep, and so long as we've got grub in our bellies, there's nothing we can't do. We can stay holed up in here because there's no way the city will fall. And once everyone's back on their feet, we can use it as a base to launch attacks on the surrounding Zal forces as well. Is what Moten said, at least. He's right. Which means, it means, starting all the way back, from us being held as bait at the hills of Kokyo, to bypassing Retsubi and enter the Zal's heartland, and showing the memories of this happened, then having the Osen, Konki, and Yotanwa armies all split up to their individual battlefields. At the end of a road filled with brutal fighting and countless sacrifices, with Kyogai, with Shosa, with Shin finally slaying Hoken, we have accomplished what everyone thought was impossible, bringing down the impregnable city of Kyo. What a beautiful battle, bro. They did it, dude. We did it, say. We did it, say. Let's go. Such portentous news. Such portentous news would reach the capital the next morning. The supplies have been delivered. Gyo has fallen. With this, Gyo is officially under Chin's rule. And Sei gets back, because you know he must have had a sleepless night, man. To unite the lands with an orthodox method is not possible. But there is one bizarre plan that will come at a great cost of life. We will take Gyo located at Kantan's throat. However, there is tremendous risk. We must be prepared for the possibility of our forces being wiped out to the last man. Well done, all of you. Truly, you've outdone yourself, Shin. Yes, man, it's that respect, bro. You know, going back and forth between the two. On the other hand, he would receive these ill tidings in the Zal capital of Kantan's underground prison. All of this is on your head. You hear me, Riboku Dono? Every last part of it, as you might imagine. His Majesty is absolutely furious. I believe your near future shall include a public execution. My deepest condolences. I will gladly accept any punishment that is due, but in exchange I ask that you will allow me one last trip outside Kakukai Dono. The war for Gyo is not over. What? Gyo may now fly Chin's flag, but they are still isolated within Zal's inner region. They will only become a threat if they successfully link up with Retsubi. And were Ryoyo also to be added into the mix, the entire southern half of Inner Zal will fall into Chin's hands. Retsubi is guarded by General Kocho. That will not be enough. Jin is guaranteed to come at Retsubi full force with an entirely new army. And not only that, Gyo will also send aid from behind. We must send a peace envoy to Yan immediately so that we can redeploy our northern forces down south. A messenger to Wei would also help prevent Chin from focusing all of their attention on Retsubi. That's enough out of you. I won't fall for your cheap verbal ploys. You're just trying to escape so that you can avoid your execution. I assure you, the fate of Zal rests on these coming days. If you won't let me out, then at least pass on what I said to Bananji or Earl Rai. Please, Kakugai Dono. Fine, I'll be sure to tell them. Now, if you'll excuse me, Kakugai did no such thing. Not a single soul heard Riboku's pleas. Man, dude, Riboku was trying all he could until the very end. The events soon unfolded just as Riboku feared. With Shohei-kun's actions followed Riboku's prediction almost word for word. The Chin army that was attacking Western Wei soon began a large-scale withdrawal, retreating north. These men who had now set their sights on Retsubi were the men under Toe's banner. Let's go towards the conclusion of the Gyo invasion. Chapter 640. The shocking news would instantly spread throughout the various states. At long last, Gyo has fallen. Okay, Karin. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. How could Gyo have lost? Amazed your prediction was off the mark, Karin's son. What was that, Bamikyun? I told you all Zhao needed to do was send out their capital's troops and Osun would have keeled over. But that king of theirs just sat on his butt doing nothing. Yes, ma'am, that's right. You weren't wrong at all. That stupid Zhao king. Hot, hot, hot. That being said, so Osun actually managed to outsmart Roku. The key king was an issue too. The king, why is there an apple and a candle in this man's head, dude? and Key not sent them any food, they would have starved to death. This is grave news, Karin. With Chin's blade now poised to close to Kantan's throat, all it would take is one false move to topple the powerful state of Zhao. Should the fall, the dynamics of the powers on the board would greatly shift. It's still too early to panic, Rian. Zhao will be in hot water only when Gyo is able to link up with the rest of Chin's territory. Link up and Chin will be able to set up Gyo as the staging point for all further attacks. Only then will Zhao really be in trouble. But Kantan should be aware of this as well, and especially Riboku. Retsubi. Here we see Shasuju. The Chin army of 40,000 from Wei have finished crossing the Yellow River and are making for us now. So he's come. Chin's great General To. 40,000 against our 30,000. And they have To at the helm. Can we hold? If that were all we needed to do with that, then yes. If that were all, they're probably... Sorry about that, I got a phone call. Where was I? 40,000 against our 30,000. And they have To at the helm. Can we hold? If that were all we needed to deal with them, then yes. If that were all, the problem is Gyo. If Gyo sends out an army, we'll be caught fighting on a battle on two fronts. A battle our army is ill-equipped to deal with. However, I am confident Riboku Dono is aware of this fact as well, and that our northern armies should already be on their way to our aid. We simply need to hold out until they relieve us. Things would be a lot easier if the capital simply mobilized its army instead. No point complaining about that, Shun Suiju. If Kantan's army were so easily mustered, we wouldn't be in the situation to begin with. Our king is not even worth the crap beneath my boots. Is none other than the Riboku, who is the keystone of Zhao that holds everything up. We can rest easy in trusting our backs and the court scheming to him. We need only deal with the threat ahead of us. Have the men assume positions, it is time we greet To. Shun Suiju. Yes, sir. Gyo. Here we see Shin and Kyokai and... Oh, this is clearly a dream. This is clearly a dream. Run, save yourself, Kyokai. It's okay. And you see Kyokai dies in front of him. What kind of a dream is this? And then Shin ends up waking up in front of right next to Kyokai. Huh? Yo, he yelled Kyokai at the top of his lungs too. What the? I think I came to check up on you, but you ended up falling asleep too. Then I had this bad dream, but what was it about again? I think I had the same dream as you. I think it's because you're carrying a small amount of my ki now. I don't really get... They had the same dream? Kyokai, did you do something when you saved me before? Some really crazy and reckless thing? Or at least that's what Bihei told me. Isn't that why you've been sleeping for so long? Usually you'd be up and about and just... Not really. You're lying. You're definitely hiding something. Just what did you do to save? Shindono. Yo, and he walked in up. Pardon me, when did these two, but I guess it's fine too. No, boy, what are you mumbling to yourself about? So what is it? So you were saying something? That's right, it's General Akko. General Akko? General Akko who died from getting caught between Gyon and Bananji, yes, him. Oh, no, he didn't die. But he was in a coma for the longest time. But now what's all that cheering? Just come and you'll see. Gonna duck off for a sec. We'll pick up where we left off after. So what was that about General Akko? Man, dude. Like, I have a really, really bad feeling about the future of... like, this thing that happened with Kyokai and Shin is gonna have some... Like, there's gonna be some consequences that are gonna take place in the future. I mean, he sees it. Like, he already just dreamed about it. Apparently they dreamed about it together. Of Kyokai dying in Shin's arms and Hoken being the one to slay them. Like Flagnards. General Akko is now, which I guess is a, so like symbolic to what took place. Like, Hoken or actually Shin in the middle of fighting Hoken pretty much died and then was brought back to life thanks to Kyokai. So technically it was Kyokai that took out, or Hoken took out Kyokai. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very odd. Or not odd, but it's very, it has like a symbolic sort of imagery to it. So I wonder where Haru's gonna take this, because like, of course she traded her portion of her lifespan away. And they weren't even able to finish the conversation. General Akko is now back in fighting shape and has been sent out from Gyo with the head of an army. What? And he spent the last 5 days recovering and gathering up men to form an army. There's a good number of men from Kanki's army in his rear guard too. So where are they headed? Of course, it's Retsubi. News of the Akko army leaving Gyo would reach Retsubi, just as Retsubi's defenders and To's vanguard first clash. Kill them all. Gyo has dispatched 20,000 Qin soldiers. They're coming straight for Retsubi. Damn it, so they've already come. Have we no news from our northern armies? No, sir, we still have not. To report. There it is. Yes, from the northern armies, or from Riboku-sama. No, sir, it's from Bananji-sama. From Bananji-sama? Yes, sir, it's an urgent message from Bananji-sama. Riboku-sama has been placed under arrest by the king's orders and thrown into Kantan's prison. There are no signs of Kantan making any movement to provide assistance, nor is there any evidence of our northern armies being mobilized. Not only that, Kantan intends to have Riboku-sama executed as punishment. Then you have Shinsuiju, and he goes forward and he takes the sword directly to my man's throat. Is this idiocy of our king know no limits? We're withdrawing. We will pull back all of our forces to Kantan. General Kocho, think back to what I said earlier. We cannot hold Retsubi while defending our backs at the same time. But if we were to retreat to Kantan, then our forces currently surrounding Ryoyo will be placed in danger, which is why we will withdraw everything back to Kantan. No matter what we do, the southern half of our inner Zao will be taken by Qin, in which case far better we conserve fighting strength and divert it all to saturating the northern half in a bit to strengthen our defenses. That is our best shot at hindering Qin's advance. That's right. But most of all, we must go to rescue Riboku-dono. Should we lose him, then Zao is finished. Bananji-sama also asks you to pull back. Riboku-sama will be saved even if it means regicide. Listen up, man. Get to your positions. We're going with the horse cry formation. You gotta get up to Riboku, man. Only a good man, or I should say, only a man that treats his soldiers right and treats his people correctly would have his people going this far for him, right, in this type of way. We'll show these Zao what it's like to go up against these men of Rikumi. Go, go, go. Sir, the enemy is retreating. Here they come. They're no match for... Under General Kocho's signal, the Zao's men occupying Retsubi withdrew every last man from the city before making their way towards Kantan, thus allowing the To army to take Retsubi with barely any fighting and securing Qin and an entrance to Zao's heartland. With Retsubi firmly under his control, the To army would then begin to march towards Gyo, and acting accordingly, the Osen army at Gyo would dispatch men in Retsubi's direction. With this, a path connecting Retsubi and Gyo was formed, and at roughly the same time, the Zao forces surrounding Ryoyo also packed their tents and began their journey towards Kantan. This allowed Ryoyo to also begin sending out troops, thus establishing a triangle between Gyo, Ryoyo, and Retsubi. Inside this triangle remained ordinary Zao citizens who had now been abandoned by their military forces. Many would leave their homes behind for safer lands up north, but a significant number of these people also chose to stay behind. Under Osen's strict orders, however, no harm came to these civilians. Before long, an entire month had passed, with Qin HQ dispatching fresh bodies to Gyo. Portions of the original army were allowed to return. And on the third return expedition, the Heishin unit were finally able to head home after leaving Gyo, and just as they were about to reach Retsubi. Flipping flag nards, man. Heki and Shin finally reunite after all this time. They would encounter Heki and his men, who were also returning from Ryoyo, as the two had split off on the way to Shukai Plains, and Ryoyo 69 days had passed before this long-awaited reunion. 69 days, dude. Let's go, man. Chapter 641. 'Twas a sight like no other. All the trials and hardship these warriors endured for this one moment. Oh, what a glorious... Yo, triumphant return they made. Dude, look at this panel! They were received back like kings. Yo, after a big W like that, I gotta save this panel. After a massive W like that, man. It's the Heishin unit. Bravo, Heishin unit. That's their captain, 5,000 man commander Shin. He's the one who took down Hoken. Hurrah, yo, he's gonna have that moniker under him, man. The man who took down Hoken. Clang, clang, hurrah for the Heishin unit. Bang, 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 bang. 1,000 man commander Denyu. Sosui-sama. A pressing issue. 5,000 man commander Shin. Fine work bringing down Hoken. Yo, like, I'm telling you, he's gonna have that moniker to him now, dog. And Lieutenant N as well. Good job, all of you. Shindono, the cheeriness keeps going. Yep. Kario Tendono, I am one of the Shu family. This is my grandson, Lin. Or Un, I should say. Oh, hello there, man. We have your hand in marriage. We have your... They're stressing. Not him, me. I'm smitten with you. Yo, I'm shook. My boy is like, oh, isn't he still too young? The other one was like, no, I want just for the kid. Thank you, thank you to all. Thank you to all the soldiers too. Hello there, ladies. Yo, man, my boy B. Okay, B.A. B.A. All right, good. As just receiving Zhao's 3 grades were no match for me. Of course, of course. Even Zhao's 3 grade heavens will bow to the greatness of B.A. Dude. Amazing. A foot soldier took out one of the Zhao 3. People often say my looks are deceiving. So cool. I'm honestly impressed at how easily he lies through his huge teeth. Yeah, that's a part of his charm, man. That's awesome sauce. Kanto, we're so popular. Yeah, it's like a dream. Nichan, it's okay to kiss them? No, you dummy. He's so cute. What's your name? Sugen-sama. Where's Shosa-san? I was hoping to get... Shosa. I was hoping to give these to him. It's okay. I'll pass them on to him for you. Thank you. Kyogai says he wants these flowers too. The heck you doing, B.A.-sama? I can't move. Cut it out, Kyogai. You won't be meeting with him, sire. This is their moment together. There'll be plenty of times to see Shin later. Let's go. All the soldiers that had returned to Konya would receive payment equal to each of their contributions during the campaign. However, the big awards ceremony was still to be held sometime in the future, and so the men were told to be dispersed for the time being. Finally heading home, huh? I haven't been back since we started training. It's been so long. Happens every time, but my village is in for a shock again. Yeah, I've got loads of souvenirs for them. Oh, come on, I want to see Tobi-chan. Go with those hands, B.A.-san. Yo, this man's a sicko. Gavin, is your home, you're from Johto Village, right? Yeah, but now I live in a place called Foodie. Huh? Come to think of it, I don't think we've ever seen Shin's house. Yeah, I barely ever go back. I bet it's some gigantic mansion. He's a 5,000 man commander after all. I don't know about that. I just paid Denyu's builder friends and let them do their thing. But I haven't been back in almost a year now. Believe it or not, I think they actually just finished putting the finishing touches on everything. They've been working on it non-stop ever since we set off for Gyo. They went off the budget for a little, but it's one of their finest works yet. Oh, thanks for that, Denyu. I want to see. Who else wants to see Shin's house? I want to see Shin's house, dude. Do you guys want to come with? Heck yeah. Can we, even us? It fits! It fits! It fits! Oh, did you guys change it into a different type of wood? Looks like it's a bit more stylish compared to before. That's pros for you. What's going on, Kanto? Even smaller and more beat up than mine. It's a shack. It's like we've seen something we shouldn't have. Oh, come on, man. Shin dropped a fort line on this? Denyu's guys are really running one hell of a scam. Come on, man. Captain, it's over there. We didn't touch your shack, huh? That's where Shin lives? That junk is huge! What the? Bro, that junk is massive! This man Shin lives in a mansion condo, dude. Like multiple houses over there. Sweet Aunt Jemima. And so it was decided on the spot right there that the celebratory feast would be held at Shin's new residence. Dude! Yo, my man Shin can have his whole army sleep here. Unlike the Hishin unit's previous celebrations, the men were all encouraged to bring along their families as well. It's amazing how they do it. You guys went above and beyond, didn't you? How about you fix up my home too? For real, not yo, didn't you, dude? Fix up my house. Yo, this man went like swimwear. Make way for the magnificent Tobi-chan. Prostrate yourselves before her brilliance. B.A.-san. Yeah, is that the famous Tobi-chan? Oh, she's cute, that dog, B.A. That's the first time B.A. has told us the truth. Heck, I thought you didn't actually exist. Toby and Yuri, long time no see. Shin-kun, you used to be so short. Sorry, I shouldn't talk like that to you now. It's fine, don't be formal. This is amazing, bro. This one's done to you. Those two are still at it. Roger, damn, how is this kitchen so easy to use? Lieutenant Kyokai, we don't mind you sleeping, but do you have to do it in the middle of the room? Yo, man, Kyokai, you guys still sleeping? Yo, she real doesn't have energy. How about eating with everyone else? I know the captain was awesome, Kanto. Yeah, we gotta work hard too. The palace wants you to head over in 3 days' time. Yeah, wow, the king's palace. Could that be about finally making you a general? Dude, that would be amazing, bro. They finally went for a general. That's gonna be it. Shinto Gakue Chogari and even Hoken at the end. Does this mean it's finally happened? Shin is. Bihei-san, what a kind girl. She's wasted on Bihei. Hang on, that doesn't seem right. Her emotions should be saved for the award ceremony. Osen, Kanki, Yosan Wa haven't come back yet, so their ceremony should still be a while away. So if the palace is calling Shin over right now, then it might actually be a bad thing. A bad thing? I kept my mouth shut, but honestly, I've never heard of a slave making their way up to general before. I've been told that to reach general, you need a certain level of social standing too, which is why every now and then you hear of some guy eternally stuck at 5,000 men commanders, despite having the skills to go higher. So Shin's gonna rock on over there, and they're gonna be like, yeah, you did good work out there, but sorry, you still can't make it. We still can make you a general. Garo, what are you saying? Why are you such a killjoy all the time? Piss off. It's only because I'm only saying because it's possible. Shin, can I tag along too? Sure, of course you can. General! Yo, man, I'm always gonna become a general, bro. Kanyo. Yo, Shin made it! So Shin and Ten are here with Sei and the Chancellor. Sei, words feel ill-suited to describe your feats this time, I guess. Speaking of which, Shin, there's an issue with Shin becoming a general? What's the issue? Come on, Sei, you gotta be pulling my leg, right? Hey, watch, well, generally it's not that big of a deal, but... Well, actually... Maybe it is fairly important. I would think so. Can the two of you spill the beans already? It's your name. My name? Or the lack of one. Before becoming a general, you first require a family name. A family name? Shin's family name? I mean, just imagine in your head, behold the newly promoted general known as Shin, plain old Shin. That's right. Is that really a problem? Plain old? You see, look at 10. Yeah, it is. Hence, I was planning on bestowing upon you a family name. So think of a good one, Shin. Is Shin just has to think of one? Like, out of nowhere? That's right, choose whatever one you'd like. Isn't this too sudden? How am I meant to pick one? You know, I'm not good with reading and stuff. Aren't there, like, meanings behind each name? So don't think too hard about it and just tell me the first one that pops into your mind. And then how about, A? He picked Sei's! Absolutely not, are you stupid? Shut up, geezer. So are there ones I can't pick? What makes you think I can't pick the king's family name? Think of one, then you think of one for me, Sei. I'll go with whatever you come up with. Very well. Nope, I'm not getting anything. Oh, Flagnars, I guess he's not gonna become general. Right, let me pick one, man. Give Shin some random name, dude. I don't care. Let my man become a general. How am I supposed to become a general, then? Relax, Shin. That just reminded me, I had the same problem with Hyo in the past. Hyo? As in brother Hyo? Look-alike Hyo? Chapter 1 Hyo? Seeing as Hyo was acting as my body double in service to the royal palace, I also bestowed upon him a family name. Don't tell me he's about to give him the same family name as Hyo, dude. We also had trouble deciding on one, but in the end... Still haven't decided yet, Hyo? We don't really have the time to spare on this. I'm sorry. Pardon me, Your Majesty, but what is the fruit I often see you eating? This? It's a plum. And I would like to request Ri to be my new family name. What? Very well. Ri Hyo. So Hyo's family name bestowed upon him was Ri? I see. So Hyo actually ended up getting a family name, huh? Is that so? Shin, the two of us will carve our names into history. No, bro. In that case, and you look at 10, the Chancellor, I'll go with the same thing. Ri-Shin. Ri-Shin! That has a fire ring to it. It shall be done. Thus marked the birth of a name whose feats would become legend, and a name that would survive for more than 2,000 years after his passing. His deeds to be studied by countless future generations. What a thing, bro. Are you sure about that, Shin? Isn't that too? That's Ri-Shin to you, bro. Ri-Shin. Kingdom will return on the 4th of June, and this is the last chapter. Wow, man. Ri-Shin, dude. He's gonna become a general, bro. When we come back to Kingdom, we're gonna see General Ri-Shin. Flagnards. Man, dude. And the fact that it was Hyo, bro. Like, he discussed it with Hyo. Like, he bestowed a family name upon Hyo, and Hyo was the one that chose the name Ri. And then going back to that, to the life and death thing where he was talking to Hyo again. I love it. There's no more fitting moment for whenever Shin were to get a family name than for it to be connected to Hyo. There isn't nothing more fitting. That is so beautiful, dude.
The arc is over. What an arc, man. What an arc with so many incredible moments, with some of the most emotional, some of the most incredible chapters in the entire series. So many moments that truly made me, I mean, in this arc, I think, I don't know, man. I mean, Kyokai's been my favorite character for so long, ever since I caught up to the series. But I feel like in this arc, Shin might have taken it, man. It's tough because I love them equally. But in this arc, Shin has just been so magnificent. And then when you see something like this, man, like, yo, that's my general, bro. Shin, dog. It's so awesome, sauce. So when Kingdom comes back, what's gonna happen? I mean, normally whenever Kingdom ends an arc, we get a time skip afterwards. But with how things are currently standing, I'm not sure, because we still have to get the conversation between Kyokai and Shin, because Kyokai, she was still sleeping, and she's been sleeping a lot. So you can tell that there is definite repercussions to what she did. And there's definitely some consequences. We're already feeling those consequences. I just hope she's able to get back to, like, being up and about sooner than later, man. What an arc. Now I want to go back and reread the entire arc, bro. From beginning to end. But man, this stretch was crazy. From the Kyokai and Shin stuff, which was out of this world, between life and death. I mean, Kyokai going above and beyond. That stuff was hitting really, really, really hard. To then right after that with the outsmarting each other between Osen and Riboku, Konki and Gyo, the capturing of Gyo, they're about to starve to death, and Osen, big brain, galactic brain Osen. All the way to them coming back home. Shin living in a mansion. And now receiving a family name. Yo, I gotta read this narration again, bro. That just gave me goosebumps, dude. Thus marked the birth of a name whose feats would become legend. A name that would survive for more than 2,000 years after his passing. His deeds to be studied by countless future generations. I love this series with every fiber in my being, man. It's such a phenomenal series, bro. And like every time you finish an arc, it's one of those series. I think that's why it's one of my favorites. Because in almost all my favorite series, when an arc finishes, I'm able to look back and be like, man, I love this series. And that's exactly how I feel with every time a Kingdom arc finishes, man. This arc has been going on since I caught up to the series. Even before that. I think I caught up in the 530s. Here we are, chapter 641. Kingdom greatness, bro. Love it, man. Can't wait to reread it so that I know where I'm going to place it in my favorite arcs list. Because right now, I'm not going to lie, I think it's battling with Coalition right now in my heart. Thing is, like, the Battle of Sai portion is just stuck so far deep within the depths of my soul. Because of how much I've reread it and how much, like, that experience truly stuck with me. Like, it keeps the Coalition arc there. But I got to reread this arc to see where I would put it. Because I feel like it would be right there, right under that. Number 2, because just so many phenomenal character moments took place in this arc, man. And so many awesome, hype, emotional, crazy stuff, man. Dreamlike scenario stuff. Love it. Kingdom greatness. Let me know what y'all thought about this. My brain is shot right now, bro. Like, all this experience all this greatness I just experienced. Feels like whenever I initially was catching up to Kingdom and was doing all those, like, 10, 15, 20 chapter reactions every night. Staying up until like 5 in the morning. But man, let me know what y'all thought about these stretch of chapters, this entire arc. And since Kingdom's gonna be on break, there's no better time for me to go back and reread it, man. There's no better time for me to go back and reread this arc. Wow, bro.
I'm really, really curious on what's going to happen in the future with this whole Kyokai situation, but I trust in Hara 110% to deliver upon this in high quality, as he always does with his story arcs and his character arcs. But General Rishin, bro! This is the fact that it connects to Hyo in the way that it does. Wow, man. The arc is over. And I will see y'all next time, man. Kingdom greatness, bro. That's my general. Rishin. I gotta get used to saying that, dude. Rishin.